10 best places to visit in China. Vast and diverse, China is a giant of a travel destination, with more megacities than any other country in the world, as well as the country with the largest population. Any visit to this Asian giant is a baggling and engaging mix of charming traditional culture and modernity. With 53 diverse ethnic groups and more than 292 spoken languages, each destination in China is different from the last. 10. Dali. Located in Yunnan province, the small city is mostly known for its scenic setting, rich cultural heritage, and lovely old town. Over the centuries, Dali was the capital of several kingdoms. So many interesting and impressive historical and cultural landmarks can be found around town. A lot of great museums are also scattered around, while the lake and nearby mountains offer a wealth of outdoor recreation activities. Horseback riding and rock climbing in the Hangzhou mountains are all very popular, while Erhai Lake's shores are home to secluded and scenic villages and ancient towns and temples. Jiuzhaigao Valley is a place that will appeal to travelers who enjoy the great outdoors and like their scenery pristine and uncluttered. A national park in Sichuan province, it's home to several Tibetan villages, offering visitors a chance to see another lifestyle without having to brave the high altitudes of the Himalayan region. The national park has been described as a fairyland because of its many waterfalls, snow-covered karst mountains, and its 180 blue, turquoise, and green-colored lakes that are so crystal clear one can see the bottoms. It's also the habitat of giant pandas. 8. Hangzhou. Hangzhou is the capital city of the Zhejiang province. Famed for its natural scenery, Marco Polo described the city as the most beautiful and magnificent in the world. Hangzhou's most famous site, West Lake, is a large lake separated by causeways and lined with ancient buildings and gardens designed for relaxation and spirituality. Visitors will find pagodas, temples, walking paths, sitting areas, tea farms, and a museum along its shores, and sometimes jutting over the water. Tea is an important part of the West Lake experience. Dragon well tea produced there is one of the most famous teas in China. 7. Yangshuo. Yangshuo in South China was once a magnet for backpackers because of its cheap prices and laid-back atmosphere. But today, it draws all sorts of travelers to enjoy its scenic beauty. Yangshuo makes a good base to take day trips throughout the area. A favorite activity is to take a boat between Yangshuo and Guilin for a leisurely trip on the Li River, known for its beautiful scenery and karst mountains that have been made famous by photographers and painters all over the world. Many travelers choose to rent bicycles for the trip back since the route is relatively flat and gives them the opportunity to view farmers toiling in their fields. 6. Laza. Laza is one of the highest elevations in the world at 3,500 meters, which means 11,500 feet. Laza is very important to Tibetan history and is located meaningfully in a Himalayan mountain valley. The city is home to the Potala Palace, which was the former home of the Dalai Lama. It was constructed on the Red Hill more than 360 years ago. It's composed of two parts, the White Palace, where the Dalai Lama lived, and the Red Palace, where religious study and practice took place. 5. Xi'an. Xi'an is roughly as old as Beijing and serves as the capital city of Shanghai province in northwest China. The history of Xi'an is one of its biggest draws. Today, this city is a cultural and technological center, being home to the Xi'an Aerospace Science and Technology Industrial Base. Its most famous attraction is the rather recently discovered Terracotta Army, the protectors of the tomb of the first emperor of China. The site of the ancient Daiming Place includes some original structures and some reconstructions that were only open to the public in recent years. 4. Shanghai. Located on the East China Sea and the mouth of the Yangtze River, Shanghai is the largest and most developed city in China. Nearly a third of China's exports come from the area, and it attracts almost a quarter of all the country's foreign investment, more than any single developing country. Its skyline is filled with skyscrapers, while shiny shopping malls, luxurious hotels, and prestigious art centers are rising alongside. The city nights in Shanghai are representative of the western view of China's cities, with bright neon signs, bustling streets, and numerous businesses. 3. Great Wall of China. One of the world's greatest architecture and engineering triumphs, the Great Wall of China spans over 6,000 kilometers and is the country's most famous site. In total, it passes through 15 Chinese provinces. As it snakes across mountains, valleys, and hills, the Great Wall has plenty of stunning scenery for visitors to enjoy. One of the most popular sections of the Great Wall to visit is Beidaling, just outside of Beijing, while Jinshanling draws hikers due to its untouched nature and fabulous views. 2. Hong Kong. Located off China's southeastern coast, Hong Kong is a glittering, world-class commercial center where Chinese culture, British colonial influences, and modern-day high technology blend together. Some of the must-see attractions include the famous Victoria Harbour, which is a spectacular sight at night with all the dazzling skyscrapers and the peak, Hong Kong Island's highest hill, which offers awe-inspiring views of the harbor. From amusement parks like Ocean Park and Disneyland Hong Kong to prestigious museums, fabulous shopping malls, bustling night markets, horse racing, beautiful beaches, and rides on the world's longest outdoor escalator, Hong Kong has something for everyone. 1. Beijing. Beijing is the current capital city and remains one of the most popular places to visit in China. Beijing is home to Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, the National Museum of China, as well as the Old and New Summer Palaces. This and other attractions are perfect for observing Chinese gardens, ancient architecture, and Chinese culture from a range of periods in the country's history. There are numerous temples within and just outside of the city for those who want to witness Confucius, Taoist, and Buddhist landmarks or perhaps have a spiritual experience.